Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I of course am Philip from Black Book Gaming, and we are here to mostly this is going to be a trial and error episode. This is going to be me trying to get this 3-tank attachment up to the station. Just trying to get it up there. And I got this feeling that this rocket, let me back up a little bit here, will not be the one to do it. Got some smooth jazz playing. This is gonna fail so badly, and I'm gonna have to go through several iterations of this, and that's really all this video is gonna be about. This episode is gonna be me failing a lot. So you all can sit back, y'all. Not quite that far from the south. You guys can sit back and watch me as I fail, as I have to clear the debris off from a previous attempt. Made 2 attempts so far, and thought, you know what? Let's just go ahead and show the whole thing. Make an episode out of it. God, look at this thing. It's just all over the place. And what the hell is this? It's come loose. What the crap? I'm glad it's an unmanned rocket, because that was pretty horrific. The station. Okay, so the only thing that survives is the fuselage that I used to be the kind of attachment center. Sooner or later we're going to end up destroying that thing, I got a feeling. So, back to the vehicle assembly building. God, that right over here, it just came apart. Absolutely came apart. Couldn't believe it. Do we need more structure? And the way I put this thing together, it's gonna require me to do 2 of these, I got a feeling. Let's straighten that up. Let's see. Because I started with a design that only had 2 of these orange tanks on a side, and then I switched over to this 4 setup. God, I can't believe I just. You know what? Let's try something else. Let's get rid of these. And where's it at? Under structure? Yeah, right here. Let's just do this. Head back out to the launch pad. Yes, clear the debris off the launch pad. At least I made the first time. The time you guys didn't see, I made it off the launch pad. So SAS on. Okay, so we didn't lose that side. Throttled up, and here we go. Oh crap. Detach. Detach. Shit. How can you not? Release clamp. Oh crap. Oh no. Oh, I staged it wrong. Well, the clamp survived. That clamp survived. There's some more debris there. Our lander trainer's still over there on one leg, just absolutely wigging out. Just restage that one more time, just to restage it. Why did it stick it up there? Down there. Okay. Clear the launch pad. And we will once again try this out. As my guys come out here and shovel all the debris off the launch pad, we now get ready to go. Yep, moving. The slowest takeoff in Kerbal history. Wow, what a massive beast this thing is. That beast has just barely gotten off the ground. What is that? Kerbal Explorer 2. That's from our space plane. Whoa! Something exploded. Didn't it? Oh, crap. Oh, I lost my engines. My engines are gone. Oh! And we're down again. Vehicle assembly building. Okay. Once again, how did it blew up these things? That was weird. Huh. Alright, one moment while I readjust, and we'll be right back. Back to the launch pad once again, for another attempt at trying to get this 3 stack. Just these 3 fuel tanks is all I want to get up in the sky. Okay, we're going. Only thing I changed was I lowered these things down, so maybe less likely to damage our rockets there. Oh, the SAS. We're kind of turning over a little bit. We're gonna go back. Sure, let's go. It did it again. It took him out. Losing speed. Yep, okay. Okay, yeah, we just fired that off and crushed that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Complete redesign? Maybe not throttle. Oh, shit. I know what I'm doing. I'm a dumbass. Restart that. You know what I'm doing? They're overheating, and I'm blowing them up. So we need to not go all the way up on our throttle. We need to only go up about 90%. I remember that from the first failed attempt where it got to the point it just it burned out the engines. So let's try that again. Wow, what a slow launch. Getting this mammoth beast off the ground. Beast. SAS on. We are climbing. Yeah, there's the overheat. We gotta make sure to not have that be at like 100%, or else that's when it blows off the engines. So these 6 solid rocket boosters have gotten us all of 1,000 meters off the ground. Not even that yet. Now 1,000 meters. And we're about to cut them loose and start up the other 2 liquid fuel rockets here. There they go. Okay, so now we've got all 4 of our liquid fuel rockets burning. We're gaining some speed. And shit. Oh, wow. Crap. Yep. Hey, let's just overheat them. How about that? Separate. And there's the little engine that couldn't. As we come crashing back down, full of fuel, right back at the end of the runway. What the heck happened? Okay. I'm going to do a complete redesign. We'll be back in just a second. Alright, we're back once again. I decided just to step this thing down and just to see what we can do with less of everything. And we're gonna go 2 at a time on these rockets. There's only 1 fuel tank on each one now. So we're gonna see exactly how far we can get and maybe build from there after the attempt at overbuilding was just absolutely terrible. I mean, it was such a disaster. It wasn't even funny. I know this is gonna fail. I know that we're only gonna make it a few thousand meters off the ground, but I want to see exactly what can be done with it, and then go from a design point from there. Because I still don't have a lot of experience using these larger rockets. These larger tanks, the mainsail rockets, things like that. I don't have a huge amount of experience with it. We barely managed to get our station core up there, which I think, yeah, that one took us a couple of attempts to get that up there, and even once I did, I had to re-push it back up there. So this is more of this is an attempt. We're going to see how this works, and it'll probably work very terribly. First set gone. Oh, what kind of altitude can we get? I just threw those things right back on the ground, didn't it? I get a feeling I'm going to go back to our core design, our station core design, and modify that one. And that will probably work considerably better. And because right now, I mean, here we are at 5,000 meters. We're only 160 meters per second, burning through this fuel, and the engine I've got on there right now will not power this thing. The engine that's on this main setup right now will just plummet this thing back to the ground. Resources. See, we're burning through those pretty quick. What I may try to do is see if I can, you know, if these things go up empty, that's actually okay. Come to think of it, if they've reached the station and they're pretty much empty, I'm okay with that, because then what I can do is just find a way to send up a fuel truck to refill everything. Those are gone. This is such a minor engine that we're going to lose speed, and we're going to quickly fall back to the ground. We should be able to see our apoapsis probably fading away here. No, we're at 41,000. Our space debris is still up there, disappointingly so. Okay, let's cut that. We'll let this thing fall back to the ground, and we're gonna go back. We're gonna take a look at redesigning once more. Come back, see if we can't get this thing up in space. Okay, so we're back. We've made some changes to our original space station rocket here. It is a, oh god, this thing is so top heavy. I'm actually afraid of this one. But let's give it a shot here and see if we can get this thing up into space. Nope, the answer I can tell you right now is going to be no. Oh my god, look at that thing roll. I've got no structural support up there at all. It is going to just go all over the place. This is such a bad scenario right here. God, look at it. It's got so much sway to it. Really needed to add some kind of structure to it. Something to keep from doing this. Because we're not going to have any stability until we get rid of, well, that center core section. G-forces are kind of, oh my god. I can't wait to get rid of these soft rocket boosters here. Get rid of those. Is that going to help us out any? I'm going to say not really. We are 7,000 meters up, though. Let's try and watch our G-forces there. I don't want it to get too high up. How can this thing even be flying? I mean, seriously, NASA would never let something like this off the ground. Oh, there it goes. It finally crumbled. Oh, but the rocket's still going. That's actually a bad thing, because it's going to go for quite a while. Nope, it's turned over. Okay. So it's going to take some structural support. Oh, it just vanished. Didn't even leave it there. Just disappeared. Okay. In flight. Vehicle assembly building. And we need to find it now. Cause originally, the structure I had for it was by having 4 small tanks on the outside here that I used to. Okay, we're gonna have to do that. And I just deleted that. Let's go back here. I just deleted the entire bottom part of the craft. So let's go back to Space Station 2. All I want to do is pull this away. What did I get rid of there? Bring that back up there. And then I think, can I just use these? Because these things hold 360 and these things hold 1440. Yeah, we're gonna say it's close. Oh, I know what I pulled off. It was the solar rays. Utility. Solar ray. We only need 2 of those. Useful flipping over to 4. Tell you what, just give me one of those. One there. And one there. Okay, so that makes it significantly smaller. Now we should be able to go in here under structure, grab a strut. Yeah, there we go. And we can run it all the way up to there, although it didn't do all 4 of them, it just did one of them. Give me that strut. There we go. Okay, so that hopefully will give us some structural stability. Makes it a little shorter. Let's save it and head back out to the launch pad again. Here we go. Let's charge up the throttle. Turn on SAS. And get a launch out of this or not. Much better. Look how much more stable that is. It's not all over the place like it was a little bit ago. I really didn't want. I wanted to not have those side tanks sticking off there, but no. Shit. It crushed itself in a spectacular explosion. And there goes the 4 thrusters heading off in different directions. In flight. I think I remember this being an issue that I had before with the first station, where I had to really kind of pay attention to the G-forces. So here we go. Oh, SAS. Okay, that was not a good start. So I'm really gonna try and keep this thing in the green. Which means we're gonna have to keep the throttle a little bit lower. It's an odd change. Sound changed right there. Nothing appears to have happened. Okay, well, let's keep going. Okay, get rid of those. Still heading up, still gaining speed. This is good. Made it further than we did last time. A little bit of wobble. Still getting quite a bit of wobble there. Oh. Didn't like that sound. Glad this thing's robotic, otherwise we'd be killing Kerbel left and right. Okay, so these 4 main stages are just about out of thrust. We're only at 11,000 meters, that's okay. A little bit of a roll. Gonna cut these loose here in just a second. We must be, yeah, we're clearing out of that heaviest part of the atmosphere, so it's kind of our canards and our little winglets aren't making a whole lot of difference anymore. We get rid of those. Turn on the next phase of the engine, and up we go. Okay, let's turn on RCS, see if we can stop this roll here. Spin. There we go. Where are we at? 45. Not bad. Let's see if we can control ourselves just a little bit better. Other way. Lock us in right there. Try to lock us in, but we are still, oh god, we're all over the place. Right there. Stay right there. Turn RCS off. We're probably burning tons of RCS fuel. We're at 65. Actually, we're not bad. We're not bad at all. Oh, hang on. Don't get squirrely on me. good shape on the fuel. Our orbit's a little bit off, but if we just get into orbit, we can correct that. Okay, 850. We need to... really bring this thing down. Oh, don't twist, don't twist, don't twist. We might get a reasonable orbit out of this thing. Sound of space. Cut it. We're loose. We're burning the last of our fuel here, but this will definitely get us into orbit. That's the wrong way. I want to go the other way. Help correct that orbit just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that brings us up to 216 with a periapis of not quite existent yet. We still got lots of fuel. We can make our rendezvous. This thing will actually go back into the atmosphere and not cause us issues like these two are. And hopefully, we might have a successful docking. But that is all yet to be seen. We've had a lot of failure so far, so I'm not going to start saying success when all we've done so far is get into space. We haven't really even gotten our orbit yet. Set this as our target. Already got a couple of intercepts, but they're at 1,500 kilometers. Not even likely to be something I can go for. Let's start with this. I can't turn. There we go. This thing is going to be so difficult to control. Okay, where are we at? 1,100 meters. 1,178 meters difference. We're almost in the same orbit. This would probably take us a long time to catch up to it, or let it catch up to us, because it's actually ahead of us. And 203 on the periapsis. Let's go ahead and take that out a little bit further. See if we can let it catch up to us a little bit quicker. I want to tell me what... Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and catch up to this thing, see if I can make an orbit with it, and get prepared to dock. We'll be back when I get a little bit closer. So, as you can see, we're sending another rocket up. You might be asking yourself, well, why are you sending another rocket up? Didn't you already have a rocket up? Did you dock already and didn't show it on camera? No, I didn't. In fact, it's pretty much as far away from that being the possibility as you can possibly think. This is, in fact, a rescue mission. because the mission that I was just filming not 2 minutes ago is right here. Not that one, the other one. No, no, no. That one. And you see we had a problem. I didn't extend the solar panels. So it's now sitting up there absolutely powerless. So what I'm doing right now is sending up this rocket, which we know can get there, and gonna have it dock with it so it can charge it up and we can extend the solar panels and continue on with our first mission. So this is going to make for an interesting mission. This is probably going to get cut into a couple different episodes here, just because the way things are going right now, not having the greatest of luck. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing into orbit and see if we can't make a docking run at it. Like I said, we've successfully done this one before, although it took me a while. We have done this, so I'm hoping we can line up and dock with that thing pretty quickly, power it up, and send it back on its way again. And let's see, 18,000 meters. Long ways off still. That's all right. I think we don't make our turn with this vehicle until we hit, until we get rid of this current, or at least these two liquid fuel rockets. We'll get rid of those. We will start our turn, and then hopefully that should begin putting us into position to where we will make our run at our stranded station. So this may not work. That thing just may be up there with space junk. It has a docking port on it, and that's the important thing I'm going for right now. So at least because it has a docking port, we might be able to power it back up. Okay. Get some good speed now. Getting ready to cut this current cycle off. There it goes. Kick those away. Same as we've done before. 70,000 meters up. Let's go ahead and start our rotation while we got this last little bit going here. See, I've gotten really kind of comfortable with the way this type of rocket feels, but those larger ones, no, not even kind of. Keep going. Space whales. Sound of space whales. Okay, 107. Yeah, that thing can kind of continue on its way out as much as it wants to there. Except for I don't want to. I really need this thing to stay where I put it. Not burn all my SAS or RCS fuel out. Let's throttle back a little bit there. There we go. Just too much torque or something on it. Taking the slow turnover, saving our RCS fuel for when we get closer to our target. Still gaining some speed. Same as before, same as always, and in the way we've gotten comfortable with. About halfway through this fuel tank. Getting ready to cut it loose. Just keep slipping back. Alright. We should be getting ready to run out of this current, of our current ascent phase, which is nice. I said, why don't I go ahead and come back to you guys when I get close to our capture of our stranded station. You guys have seen all this before, so you know exactly how this plays out. So once I get closer to making our capture with our actual vehicle here, I will come back to you guys, and we'll see if we can't get that vehicle kind of set up and back on its way. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Okay, so we're back. We are looking at our stranded vehicle here, floating out in space, just a few meters away, getting ready to try to make a docking procedure here. I think what I'm going to try to do, oh, turn that off, is I need to maneuver myself just a little bit above it here. So we're going to give just a little bit of a kick from the RCS to get me above it. Let's go ahead and bring that in. And we're going to be moving in for our docking maneuver here shortly. Lining up so I can cut my vector, or cut my my relative speed to it here in just a moment. As I get over the top of this thing. Now, like I said, I'm still really hoping that the power from my ship can transfer through so that we can give this thing life, extend its solar panels, and then hopefully have it continue on its mission. Worst case scenario, I get it enough power just to push it back, or I just hook up to it enough so I can just push it back into Kerbin space or Kerbin atmosphere so it can burn up. Okay, we're getting ready to pass over the top of it. I want to get right lined up with the top of this thing so I can try and link up with it as easy as possible without having a lot of the swinging around motion that happens sometimes when you try to dock up. Because the magnetics on it, on your docking rings, are strong. I mean, once they make contact, they got a pretty good chance of hanging on. But I just don't want to take the chance of this thing swinging loose and starting to spin, because there's no SAS on this thing active right now, because it's dead in orbit. See, it is kind of nosing over just a little bit, which means I'm going to have to... it's not exactly as I want it to be. So this is going to take some real good flying, and it should be done by somebody who isn't me. But since that person's not here, it's going to have to be me. See, it's in a slight spin, which worries me quite a bit. Let's see. I want to try to line up as best I can. I think this is probably about as good as it's going to get. Let's go ahead and drop our relative speed down. And let's make our turn over to face it. Get our lights on it there. And yeah, there we go. This is probably going to be our best shot at linking up with this thing. Right there. Oh, no. Drifting. There's our movement toward. Can't seem to quite line up with it here. Okay, so 0.4, 0.5, that's about as quick as I want to go. I'm trying not to use my RCS to see, now I'm actually getting to where I can see it a little better. Going largely up instrumentation here. Let's see if I can slow down. Nope, that's not going to work. I've already feel like I failed this one. And I did. I just pushed it. Don't you dare decouple that thing. Okay, turn RCS off. Let's come back around again. Let's zero out our speed to it. And let's take another look at this thing. Okay, stop spinning. I do have my target currently set up for the docking the clampetron right there at the end. Let's see if I can take it nice and easy. I'm just coming absolutely nice and slow. See, I think I'm actually a little bit slower than it, so which means I'm just going to bump right into it again. Give me a few minutes. Let me think this through. We'll be back just real shortly here and see if I can actually latch onto this thing. Okay, maneuver myself a little bit around here, and we might be actually looking at a capture here of our lost and wayward spacecraft. Come on. RCS on. Not that. No, 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 no. I'm drifting, drifting, drifting. Come on, clamp onto it, dang it. I'm beating it to death with the freaking clamp here. This is definitely not the way to do this. Hey, 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 there we go. And we have lock. Oh my gosh. Alright. Magnetic lock has been established. We are going to start to swing in a little bit here. Wow, that is a lot of swing there. So we're going to hang tight here just for a minute. We do have, there it is. Finally got the lock on it. Does that going to allow us to extend the panels? Yes, it is. We have saved. We have saved our wayward piece of the space station here. Open that up. We are gaining some power back. Where's the sun at? Where is the sun? Directly above us. Okay. Shut the lights off. Go ahead and let this recharge both craft up here. Get a lot of power going. And, oh, wow, okay. So we managed to do this. Now, we just have to sync back up with this right here. Our space station, and try to dock with that thing. So I'm gonna let this thing charge up here, and then when we come back, we're gonna be back on our original mission. We're gonna be back trying to sync up and dock up this piece right here with our space station. So hang in there. We'll be back in just a minute, and we will see if we're able to do that. Okay, we have undocked from our now rescued piece of equipment here. We're going to get ready to send Mr. Romero, is that right? Yeah. Back to Kerbel. I do want to point something out here. See that we now have 3 pieces of space junk flying around our system here, or our planet. That's because this is not the guy I originally sent up here to do this. I sent another craft up, and I got overzealous when I got close to our stranded station piece here. Hit the space bar and ejected out this part of the craft. So in doing so, I left another piece of junk just kind of floating around up here. It's small, it's moving very quickly, and will probably cause me problems later. Or probably cause me issues later on in the series. Alright, for now, we're going to say farewell to our station piece here. I double-checked just to make sure. Yes, it is indeed powered. It has plenty of juice ready to go. It's ready for its continued flight onto the space station. And we're going to go ahead and get this guy out of here. We're going to slow his orbit down. We're going to send him back down to Kerbin. He's got plenty of fuel left that he can use to deorbit here. Something kind of not related to this game here. Part of the reason why I stopped a little bit earlier was also the Pan-STARRS comet was visible tonight, so I wanted to take a moment to go take a look at that. Did get a chance to see it, and very excited about that. So I'll be quite honest with you. Those things like that will pull me away from the computer kind of often if they come around. And so yeah, it's not just about the video games, it is about the real life experience of space and everything that goes along with it. NASA, SpaceX, love it all. So those kind of things very, very much interest me. And we are coming to our slowdown here. I do want to try and land here on the bright side of the planets. I think we are going to go in for a water landing. As Mr. Is it Romero? Ramor? I don't know. I'm terrible with names. I'll be perfectly honest. It's probably nothing like any of what I've just tried to say. So we're gonna say Mr. Kerman here, Ro, or what you call? Yeah, we'll just call him Ro or Rom. He's gonna be finishing up his flight here. That's the piece right there that is now stranded in orbit, very near to our orbit for our station. And now we just got to wait for the parachute to pop out. There it is. The solar panels just shredded off the lander there, or not lander, off of our rescue vehicle. It's headed off to the ocean. We're going to end this flight and go back to our station building. And so we'll see you guys back there. Okay, we are back, and we are now within 2 kilometers. We're about 1.6 away from our station here. Now it gets to be the hard part. This is going to be where things get kind of tricky and where I start to lose control. Okay, so now we're right around 1,000 meters away, and this thing is a beast to try and move. This is not gonna be an easy docking. That is for damn sure. Now I don't have any lights in this thing, which is another thing that kind of irritates me, because I really wish I'd stuck some lights on here. Okay, so we want to. I've been zeroing out and moving toward, zeroing out, moving toward. Just doing that constantly now for quite a while. Now I'm gonna get ready to do another zero out here. Oh, turn that off. Dang it, I'm going the other way. RCS on and in. Slow us down. There we go. RCS fuel, something I've got a good amount of, but again, like I said, this thing is such a heavy piece of machinery. This is going to be a big fuel drain. That's why once this thing gets connected, it's really just going to come down to a matter of leaving it up here and sending up fuel trucks, basically, fuel ships, to try and refuel both or whatever I decide to put up here. Let's see, let's stop there, RCS off. Alright, RCS should probably back on, because I'm going to have to turn it back around this way. As we get ready to do an approach. I said I really wish I'd stuck lights. The next piece is going to have lights on it. That's just all there is to it. Something else I found out that's kind of a cheat is that you can stop rotation by speeding up and slowing down time. Suddenly your rotation stops, and that's why if you've got like a heavy piece of machinery that just you don't want to waste RCS on, you speed up time, you slow it down, and voila, you are now locked in position where you want to be at. Okay, so let's see if we can't move in a little closer here. I'm gonna mostly be on, after this pass, I'm mostly going to be on RCS. Almost wish I stuck some smaller thrusters on the front side of these so I could switch back and forth to them. 600 meters. Because I've got a feeling I'm going to burn through a ton of RCS fuel. See, okay, this is me just hitting the arrows, trying to rotate with just the SAS. Or with just our regular system, not the SAS, but just our regular movement. That is how slow this thing turns. Okay, 400 meters. Let's get ready to slow this thing down. We can now pretty clearly see our station out there. Try and keep this thing as lined up as I can. As to my direction of speed versus my target. And getting ready here for a slowdown. Let's go ahead and start slowing us down here. Kind of chase the yellow circle a little bit. .5 down to 4, down to bring us down to stationary. Oh, I got underneath it. Chasing it. God, look, I'm just burning through RCS fuel doing this. This is why this is going to be a tough, extremely tough docking. Go ahead and swing over toward our target here. See, even as I hit the RCS, it actually moves me around a little bit. This is why it always made it so much easier just to use the SAS previously. It's because it didn't actually thrust you in a direction. Which consequently is also why I've been cheating, using the speed up time. Speed up, slow down. Okay. Let's go towards at 1. Oh, 0.7. I gotta get close enough so I can actually find one of these docking rings right that. Except for it was a little off the screen there. Set as target. There we go. Okay, so now we got one of the docking rings set as our target. And we are going to be trying to go in nice and slow. We'll probably change that up as we get closer, depending on how much we need to move this around. Liquid fuel. What does it say liquid fuel is? Oh, I don't actually have any. God, that's terrible of me. So on the next ship that comes up, we're going to have to make some changes. Okay, we're drifting a little bit off that mark. Let's see if we can't follow it here just a little bit. Okay, stop there. Let's hit stop. Oh my god. Okay, so let's try to select our best target here. I'm guessing it's probably going to be that one. Okay, so that was not the one we actually had targeted. So we're going to switch our RCS on. I'm going to try and use these things to line me up a little bit. I'm going to do this nice and slow. You may see some cuts out of the video just because, you know, this is going to take a fair amount of time to get this right. So I want to come at this as best as I can. Coming in at an angle. A little worried about hitting those solar panels there. Do I still have my... I thought I put larger solar panels in this thing. Maybe I didn't. Oh, there they are. Okay, let's worry about that later. Not something I really need to worry about at this moment. 'Cause I don't want to dock to this ring here. I want to actually dock onto one of these collars. A little bit further. Okay, if I can try and keep this all centered up here. Hopefully we can just swing right on in. We seem to be doing okay at the moment. Heading in at 0.3, just kind of driving it in. We are aimed at that collar. Well, hoping we're aimed at the collar. Let's see. Do some little more adjustments. Just some tiny little adjustments here and there. This is, like I said, this is a very slow process for a very, very large craft. Well, okay, it's not as large as some of the ones that are out there on YouTube, but for me, this is a mammoth craft to try and land into here, try and dock with. I just want to try and keep my speed nice and even. We're at 18 meters. It's like I said, this is where I wish I'd put lights on this dumb thing, but I did not. So we're getting closer. Okay, this is gonna be. I don't want to do that. I really do want to see if I can rotate this thing around. But now that I'm thinking about it, I actually don't want to try it. Can't see. Are we gonna make it? I think we've latched on. I think we did it. It's gonna kind of wobble itself out here a little bit as it tries to figure out which way is gonna work best for it. The magnetics, and boom, there it is. We've got our first piece hooked up there. First piece of what will be our station. I'm gonna try and get 3 more pretty much like this added onto this thing, and then let's go ahead and do this. I've been looking forward to seeing this. This is supposedly one of the larger solar panels. There it goes. Wait, is that it? What? Oh, I was hoping it was larger than that. I was looking for solar sail kind of thing. Well. Let's go ahead and put the other one out there. Extend the panel. I was looking for something a little bit bigger. That's okay. It still works. Gives us all the power we need. Definitely got a good amount of electrical charge right now. Lots of batteries. So that is going to be the end of this one. I'm going to probably off camera go ahead and put the the other three pieces in place, and when we come back, hopefully what we'll be looking at is either a refueling mission or a mission to rescue our guys on the moon and Minmus. So you guys take it easy. We'll see you guys here on the next one.